What's going on, everybody? Welcome again to the Third and 10 podcast, season 3, episode 28. I'm your host, Nathan Nguyen, joined by my guy, Brian Germinal. Brian, happy Tuesday to you. Hope we're doing well. We got a lot to talk about today. Our boys, another preseason win has been recorded after we defeated our little brother, the New York Jets, on Saturday. It was great to see, and we will review all of that in just a bit. We'll also discuss our takeaways from the other games of week 2 of the preseason, and we'll wrap things up talking about the New York Mets as we finally have some good things to talk about them. So Brian will discuss that later on in the show. But before we start, Brian, how you doing? What's on your mind today? Let's get things rolling, man. Let's do it.
I'm doing good. I have discovered this new app. Well, I don't know if I discovered it, but Letterbox has been around. It's a movie thing, and I finally downloaded it, and it might be the best decision of my life because it's an app where you just rate movies. I have 300 movies into it already, and I've had it since Saturday. So that's basically what I've been doing for the past 48 hours, is just adding movies to my Letterbox.
So you just rate them?
Yeah, rate them out of 5.
There's no incentives?
Nope,
You
for
just
fun. You can rate it, write a review for fun. It's kind of like social media, but for movie buffs.
you know, if there's anyone who would do that, it's you. And I'm not saying it in a bad way because you are that movie guy. And
300. I had 300 movies so far. And I'm still trying to think.
Jesus.
I know there's some I'm missing on here.
As I'm recording this, me and my friends, later on today, we're gonna go see The Naked Gun starting Liam
I've
Neeson.
been wanting to see that.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it. I saw the trailer the other day in theater, so I'm looking forward to letting you know my opinion about that movie. Oh, I won't spoil it, obviously, but
Right.
I'll whenever I see you next time, we will discuss or I'll give my rating for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay, interesting. Did not know. I thought Letterbox was like when you mentioned it. I the first thought that came to mind was those apps that require you that they're like short clips of a whole movie, but it's like they separate it into like different parts. I'm not sure if you know what I'm talking about, but like on TikTok, for example, like you'll be scrolling and then they'll give you an ad like for some outrageous short film, but the short film is split up into like 60 parts, and each part is like 2 minutes long. I'm not sure if you know what I'm talking
No
about.
idea. Yeah,
No,
I've not
okay.
gotten that out on TikTok.
Okay, yeah. So the app I use is called Drama Box. So it's a short film app, or an app filled with short films, I should say. They have some outrageous films on there. I watched it with one of my friends, and it's not. Yeah, just if y'all want to go check it out, go ahead. This is not, they're not sponsored or anything, obviously, but it's an interesting app to say the least. But for me, I just want. Obviously, we'll talk baseball later on. But the Little League World Series every year.
Oh,
It's a
it's the
fun.
best.
It's
The
one of the
absolute best.
Yes, one of the best. And I know Brad Relitsky of the 1420 Sports Podcast. Shout out to him and his show. Um, they talked about it, or he talked about it on his show. And I mean, he made a good point, man. I mean, these kids, like, it's fun to watch because it's not about the money. It's not about contracts or anything. Like these are kids purely just wanting to have fun,
Yeah.
and they love
No,
the
it's
game.
it's like I said last week when we talked about it. It's the most purest form of baseball you can possibly get. It's just
Yeah.
kids that are growing up wanting to play baseball. It brings you back when you watch it. It reminds you of those summers you spent playing little league and playing, with all the things that matter, which is riding your bike, playing video games, hanging out with your friends. Like there was no outside pressure or anything. That's what makes little league so great.
Yeah, like watching these kids, I'm just like it makes me miss when I was a kid. There's
Oh my god, yeah. It's like, man, you start like reminiscing about like you're like great little league days. And granted, they're like a fraction of what these kids are doing because they're doing, you know, the best of the best you can be at little league is this.
Mhm.
But just to remember, like, oh, I remember this one game I played, and like
Yeah,
just off a play or something like that. It's the best.
yeah, and I just these kids have a passion, man. I love just being able to just watch them live out, the dreams and whatnot on a big stage,
Hmm.
and hopefully that leads to success and for them to eventually go into college and go to the pros and continue their.
I don't think it does a lot of pros. Like I think
Yeah, I know.
there's very few people that played in the Little League World Series in Major League Baseball. Like I think the list is only like
Maybe like what,
50.
0.01%, maybe.
Yeah, it can't be more than 50. Which I guess just shows you how hard it is to make Major League Baseball.
I feel like baseball is like the hardest. No,
It is
yeah, it
because
is.
you have to climb so many.
Because football,
levels.
it's like, it's high school, college, pros. Same thing for basketball. For baseball, it's high school, college, minor leagues, and then you have to escape that the minor leagues to get into the pros.
Baseball's the easiest sport to get drafted into because there's so many
So
rounds.
many rounds.
But it's so hard. But instead of like the hard part being getting drafted, the hard part is the grind of the minors to make it to the majors.
Yeah, because you have to go through what class low A, class high A, right?
You have to go through 4 levels. 4 levels, and if you're an international prospect, more like 5 or 6.
Well, what's the 5 or 6?
Well, because they'll
extra...
sign like the Mets have like a bunch of these like the Dominican complex leagues, and that's like the international free agents. The guy they signed like 16 years old, they go play in that for a couple seasons until they're like mature and grown up, and then they go play like actual minor league baseball.
And that's when they go from that to the low A ball and
The
high
low
A
A ball, yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, but like you're not getting. It's very rare that you're going to send like your first round pick to the Dominican complex. It's very rare you do that. You'll most likely send to the low A.
Gotcha. Well, speaking about minor leagues, real quick before we, kick off our show here, the prospect that we got from the Mason Miller trade, Jesus David, what's his name again?
Something I know. Yes, it's a hard name to pronounce. Hang on, pulling it up right now.
Sounds good.
I know. I don't want the Orioles rankings. Leo Deveris.
Leo Deveris,
18 years old.
Yeah,
so this is a guy that definitely played in a complex league at some point.
Well, he's making a case to go up to the pros sooner rather than later because I heard he got promoted from some single A to double A.
Yeah,
a few days ago. So props to him.
He's batting 268 for yeah. So he's in double A now. Hasn't started yet in double A, but he's in double A.
It's good to see, man. I mean, he's young, but his development is it seems quick to me.
So Pipeline has him at 2027. So I don't think you're going to see him this year.
Okay.
I think the earliest you'll see him is like this time next year is when the conversation begins about calling him up.
Okay. So he'll probably spend the rest of this season in double A.
Probably spend most of next season in double A as well.
Okay.
Maybe get called to triple A around like June, July. And then if he tears up triple A, maybe he gets a September call up.
I was thinking of a way that maybe he could skip triple A because I remember, what's his name? Nolan Schanuel.
A lot of guys can skip triple A, but with him being 18,
so young.
He's so young. You want him to go get some AAA at bats.
Yeah.
I remember Michael Conforto skipped AAA, but Michael Conforto also played college baseball. Development in college baseball is a lot better than whatever he got in the complex leagues. Or let's see, he's from. I want to say he's from where's his home? Doesn't give me his where's he from? Birthday. Guy's birthday and all this stuff, just
it's not that not even
just top international prospect. Yes. Where
are they from?
That doesn't narrow it down.
Nah, but I remember when he was called up, Schanuel. I was like, damn, because he went was it from double A to the pros, or was it
from the Dominican Republic?
Okay, there we go. But Schanuel, was he from single A to the pros, or was it double A to the pros?
Probably double A from the pros.
Yeah, it still
it's very rare you can get single A guy to the pros because single A is just single A is pretty much a step above college.
Because I remember he barely got any at bats. Schanuel did, and he just called him up, and he's not doing that bad. He was from what I remember, he's not doing that bad so far with the Angels. But then again, the Angels aren't doing that great.
The Angels aren't great with their development anyway. They call up guys for no reason at all. They bought at the deadline.
Yeah. Yet they're what? Not even close to a playoff spot?
No. They should have just sold.
Yeah, but at least they swept the Dodgers this season.
Everyone's sweeping the Dodgers right now. The Dodgers are not good.
That's the Rockies yesterday.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But anyways,
Yeah.
it's all good. Good
Dodgers
start.
are 500 in the last 10 games, and like they've kind of fallen apart.
Their slump is right now, and I don't think it's the best time to have it because we are in August. This slump should have happened in
No, this is
like
the best time to have it. So in August, and then the hope is you have it in August and you get hot in September, and then you go into the playoffs. That's when you want it. You want it now, not in September.
I was thinking like you want it earlier in the year. I mean, it's the earlier the sort the better.
Yes, you
Um,
would want basically like how like the Mets had it, where they started off 2024 slow and then got super
mhm.
hot in June and then just rode that. That's the best case scenario. But like for a normal team, a slump now is okay because you still have that month of September to, you know, make up for it.
Speaking about the Mets, hopefully the what happened this past weekend is a sign of things to come.
Let's
But
hope.
of course,
Let's hope.
let's hope. But we'll discuss that more in later on in the show. But of course, we have to discuss our boys in Big Blue from East Rutherford, New Jersey, as our first segment of the day, as the Giants get the win in the preseason once again against the New York Jets. What a win! What a win by the boys! And this game looked a little better. I
Yeah,
mean, 31-12, hey, better than what happened against the Bills. I mean, it was a pretty high scoring game against Buffalo. But it was just great to see. First MetLife Bowl win since 2019. 1 second. Do you hear that?
yeah.
The talks of Dart starting are louder, louder, and louder. Huh. Interesting. I tell you.
His timeline definitely got pushed up
It
for the
did.
last two because I think we all were. I think a lot of us didn't want to see Dart this season because of what scouts and analysts said he was, how raw he was, the Ole Miss, all that stuff. And then we kind of slowly came around to the idea of okay, the last 4 weeks of the season, he's kind of going to start. Now I think he's pushed to a point where if Wilson hits a slow part, it's going to be Dart.
I know. It's he's make. I don't want to see him this year. I don't. Well, like we talked about before. If we're gonna see him, it's later on the season when we're not doing so well. But it's like, what if Wilson has a couple? God forbid, if he
Yeah.
has a couple of bad games to start the year, Dart could be in maybe week 4, week 5. Just throwing it out there because he just.
It's
I
a
know it's
possibility. Now it's
preseason.
a possibility with how he's played these past 2 weeks.
Yeah, because he's playing great. Like
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a play calling for him or just the throws he's making, like he's doing a really, really good job. But we'll get to him specifically in just a bit. But yeah, heck of a game by our boys. 12 points allowed to the Jets and that offense, which couldn't pass the ball at all. But to start the
Was it
game,
just me, or did the Jets receivers drop a lot of footballs on Saturday?
from what I remember in the first half,
For me,
we
like,
were
because
breaking up passes.
I was watching two screens, so I was going back and forth. But I feel
Mhm.
like every time there was a Jets receiver like that touched the ball, he always dropped it. Like any 50-50 ball was not getting caught by a Jet receiver.
Because it was being bricked up. I mean, for me,
He
it was
broke it up, or like
yeah.
there was some pressure where like he just couldn't haul it in. The throw was off. It's just like a lot of throws that like, all right, that ball probably should have been caught, wasn't.
Mhm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's a throw from Fields to one of the players. It was
Fields
the
looked
play.
terrible too.
Oh my God, 1 for 4. He was just
I
not
was
good
listening.
at all.
I think it was Bobby Skinner on Giants Nation. He goes, I think this is the worst we've ever seen Justin Fields in his career.
And that's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot. Like he was
Mm-hmm.
not great in Chicago. Not his fault, of course. The coaching staff did him dirty.
No.
Trying
But
to
when you
change him
bring in
up.
Matt Eberflus to be your head coach, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. But yeah, he
Then the
did.
organization gives up on you.
But he did not
It's like,
look
what
good
do
at
you want me
all.
to do?
He did not look good at all on Saturday against us. I mean, he couldn't run the ball at all. He couldn't throw the ball. In the passes he was throwing were getting either broken up or dropped, like you mentioned, by the receivers. Of course, there was a play that Kayvon Thibodeau made when he beat Membu in the first quarter and got to Fields. Now it was a pressure, not a sack, but it was promising to see that at least
Kayvon gets the
by
Jets. It's a
Tibbs.
problem.
I know, right? It's like
He always shows up against the
he
Jets.
he dominates against two teams, the Commanders
Commanders and
and the
Jets.
Jets. Two bad teams. Shout out to the Commanders, by the way. Heck of a preseason effort. Well, in the beginning, against the Bengals, but I digress. But yeah,
Bengals.
hey,
Well, let's be honest here. It's the Bengals. Like
dude,
their defense is not great.
they kept Joey Burr a little longer than I liked yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He got sacked a couple times. I was just like, oh boy. Oh, I didn't make my point. I didn't finish. I didn't. That's the point I wanted to mention for my opening segment. Darn it, Rich Eisen, welcome back to
Yes,
Sports
Rich
Center.
Eisen.
How about it? Oh
That
man, it was
Sports Center.
that is indeed. Oh, I remember he was making a tribute to Stuart Scott. I
Mm-hmm.
low-key almost made me cry yesterday.
Yeah,
Because
I
there
didn't
was
watch it, but like I watched the opening and like watching Rich Eisen talk. I'm like, man, that is what I remember Sports Center being. I remember the top of the hour was like that kind of like you play on words, you kind of let the story like fall into each other.
yeah.
That's what Sports Center was supposed to be, not whatever we have now.
Yeah, he has the energy, and I assume he's gonna be there for the foreseeable
Yeah,
future.
he signed a contract with them. Yeah.
Perfect.
But he's
Yes,
one of the
dude.
guys that founded Sports Center. He was one of the, like when you talk
Yeah,
about the great Sports Center anchors, Rich Eisen's a name you have to bring up.
yeah. It was because I remember at one point it was him and Dan Patrick, and then him and Stuart Scott,
Him and
and
Stuart Scott,
his
Stuart
and
Scott,
yeah,
Dan Patrick, him, uh, Keith Overbloom's one other one.
yeah.
He's kind of gone crazy politics, but whatever.
It's all back in the day he was solid doing Sports
Yeah.
Center too. But yeah, I mean Eisen just brings a lot of energy, man. And I just love. I'm glad to see that he's back on ESPN, and they're making moves, man. I mean, bringing inside the NBA, bringing in him and his Eisen and his show, like obviously two different sports that we're talking here, but it's good to see these
It's good to
notable
see this, but
names.
then at the same time, they shoot themselves in the foot because they got, what's her name on First Take asking so obviously that's a Shadur Sanders jersey. I'm like, no one was thinking that. It's 20, it's a blue jersey, it's very clearly Barry Sanders.
Who said?
It was on First
Oh,
Take. It was
was it?
McNutt.
Oh, Monica McNutt.
Monica
Yeah.
McNutt. She was talking. I forgot who it was. It was like a actor, rap, something like that. Some celebrity was on. He was wearing a Barry Sanders Lions jersey, very clearly Barry Sanders, and she's like, "So obviously that's a Shadur Sanders jersey." It's like
That joke didn't go well, did it? Like no
it
one
wasn't a joke.
laughed.
She was being dead serious.
Oh my god.
Like if you watch the clip, the way she brings it up, she's trying to start a serious conversation about Shadur Sanders because of his jersey. And he's like, no, this is a Barry Sanders jersey. And anyone that's watched football in their life can clearly see that's a Barry Sanders jersey.
Mrs. McNutt, you're a fantastic WNBA analyst. I'm gonna keep at that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not gonna say more. I won't for the sake of our show and for the sake of time. That's just outright ridiculous. All right. Unfortunately for our boys in blue, Malik Neighbors, Dexter Lawrence, Cam Scadaboo, Deontay Banks, Tyler Nubin, and Chris Maynard did not play on Saturday. Malik Neighbors, we also heard that he was dealing with a lingering back issue, so just not even play him on Thursday against the Patriots.
Yeah, no.
It's a short week anyway, so just don't even play him. Just save him until
they said it was normal camp stuff, which
is fine.
It's to be expected. Like the first time you're like doing full participation in pads and stuff, you're gonna get those pains. It's the same reason like if you're a golfer, the first time you go golfing after taking off the off season, you hurt the next day because you haven't used those muscles in a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just don't even practice him. Don't even play him. He can practice next week, which is fine by me, or the week after since the season. Yeah, so just rest him, please. Don't. Yeah, protect him. That's our guy.
Yeah, protect the passing game.
He is our offense, but no, he's one of the key offensive members of our team. But we'll start with the offense when we'll go offense, defense, and then we'll talk special teams and coaching, just like we did last week. Offense, View Collins in the starting lineup. How about it? Not much of a surprise though, because he was standing out in camp with the first team, but he, over Wandale and Jalen Hyatt, who are, who both played and should be getting more snaps too. A little surprising to say the least, but it was Collins playing opposite of Darius Slayton. And I tell you, So the starting lineup was Russell Wilson, Tyrone Tracy, good to see him as well. Slayton, Collins, Theo Johnson, Greg Dulcich, more on him later. And the starting offensive line was James Hutchin, John Runyon, JMS, Greg Van Roten, and Jermaine Illuminor. And how about that first drive for our boys? Woo! Tyrone Tracy had a few carries, had a 10-yard run to set up 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And then for the first time in 6+ years, I saw a ball get thrown 60+ yards in the air. Russell Wilson to mother effing Collins for 80 yards. A beautiful moon ball. Buddy, I did not know a quarterback could throw that far for the Giants. I never knew.
I mean, like, it's prime Eli we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's last time we saw a ball like that. And I'm talking about
cow.
like 2015 and before Eli Manning, not the Eli Manning we got after that.
No, sir. That we're talking like
Talking like a
prime
decade
Eli.
here.
Yeah, prime Eli, dude. It was so cool. I was just like, first off, the pocket was clean. I was dang.
It was a picture perfect play.
Yeah, like Wilson took his time. The little shoulder fake too. Saw Collins on the skinny post and just fired that thing. And I was like, holy crap! And I was scared he was gonna drop it because I was like, even if when Jones has tried to do something that's like Wilson did, it was always dropped or the ball was overthrown or underthrown. But that was right in the freaking breadbasket. And shout out to Collins with a haul in, my friend. Set up a Devin Singletary 1-yard touchdown run, where Collins was also one of the key blockers in that play too. So, hey man, Butte Collins making his case to be part of the 53-man roster. I know that first game didn't go too well. We barely saw the man. But
when you have a highlight play like this, it ignores everything else. Because at the very least, Collins can now be that deep threat on the outside.
Yes, sir. Hey, sometimes all you got to do is just make a couple highlight plays in the preseason, and that just helps your case to make the roster.
At the very least, what it does is, even if he doesn't make the Giants roster, a team will sign him because of that deep ball.
Yeah. And there were so many concerns with him too coming out of the draft, where I forgot what the concerns were that we talked about.
He was disappointing at Notre Dame because he was a transfer portal guy. And I remember when we got him, it was like, oh, this is going to be the wide receiver 1, 800 receiving yards plus, all that stuff. Now, granted, Notre Dame did have a great passing game last year, but Collins did leave a lot to be desired at the same time.
Yeah, there were some things that he could have worked on. I forgot what they were, but that's why he was undrafted. But thankfully, he came to us, and he's making plays, man. Hopefully, he continues on Thursday. But
and not just like Collins and stuff. This is what we're going to see this year from Brian Daboll's offense. Like, Daboll for years has been wanting to push the ball downfield. If you go back to Buffalo, he was not afraid to have Josh Allen just sling it, and he wanted Daniel Jones to take that step, and he just, for whatever reason, whether him being like scared, not be able to do progressions, the pocket collapsing too fast, whatever reason you want to give, Daniel Jones just never was able to push the ball downfield effectively. Now he's got a quarterback in Wilson that's going to do that. This is not the last time we see a 60+ throw from Russell Wilson this season. I think it's going to happen 3 or 4 more times in the first 2 weeks. Like, we now have a big game ability of this offense. Something this offense has the ability, if they give up a scoring drive, they can go and score quickly.
We freaking deserve it, man.
We do. We do.
6+ years of poverty for this. Yes, let's go.
It feels for the first time, the Giants go down 14-0 early. The game doesn't feel over because you can't just do like those methodical drives. It's like, all right, Wilson, we need to get down the field in 2 minutes. I got you.
Just sling it down and Malik or Slayton.
And we have the receivers to do it, whether it be Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton if he can handle the football. Wan'Dale Robinson can create some explosion with his legs. Now we're seeing guys like Collins and Washington step up. There's something here.
There's something here, man. It's beautiful to see. But shout out to Russ, man. Heck of a throw. He did play into the second half.
I was surprised. I was surprised when I saw Wilson kept going.
I was kind of worried.
I'm like, perfect. Deep ball, done.
Yeah.
He's got his highlight.
I was low-key worried. I was just like, Daboll, he's our starter. Kind of want to just, take him out after the first quarter is done. And he kept him in there into the second half. Was taken out, though, at one point for Jackson Dart. And I was like,
on one play, yeah.
Like, why? And then the screenplay happened from him to Theo Johnson, which was a great play, by the way. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I like this. And then Dart was taken out. Just like, what are we doing? But, Our head coach, man, he always has something up his sleeve. Would explain later on post game that it was a conversation that was had between him and Russell Wilson that Dart was going to be called in at some point randomly just to have him ready and to prepare him in case, because you never know when your name might be called. So shout
Maybe
out.
this is something we see during the regular season too, as a
I
way
don't
to
think.
ease Dart in. Like
Yeah.
maybe it is just okay. Wilson's coming off this play, Dart's going in, like we've seen in the past with other quarterbacks. Maybe that's how they kind of, bring Dart along, and then he gets to start towards the
Mhm.
end.
Maybe this is the plan that Daboll has in place for
Yeah.
him. God, the relationship between him and Dar is just
Mhm.
so father and son like, man. I freaking love it. God, he has this guy. I'm so happy. Unfortunately, that screenplay, the drive led to an interception by Russell Wilson, intended for B. Collins as well. Some miscommunication there. I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
think yes, Collins.
yeah,
I think Collins ran the wrong route.
yeah, I think Collins was trying to do a repeat of what happened that led to the touchdown, but Wilson
Yeah.
he saw him going outside and was thinking he's going to stay outside, but that led to an interception. But hey, it's all good, miscommunication. But hey, better to have it now than
But it
the
was an arm
regular
punt.
season.
It was an
Yeah,
arm punt of a
yeah,
pick. Like
it,
I don't like interceptions. I'm more okay with them if it's a deep ball and you pin them downfield.
yes, yes, sir. Instead of a pick six like we've seen
Yeah.
multiple times. But hey, it's all good. Hey, but better to get these miscommunication types of interceptions now than in the regular season. That way, you just get all the little things fixed and whatnot. But hey, all good. Russell Wilson played great. And then Jackson Dart came in after that drive, and he continues to shine and gives us Giants fans more confidence every week that when he is ready, he will be good. A little bit of a rough start. Got hit at one play, got tripped up on a scramble that he beat himself over. And he talked about that in the post game. But he got comfortable quickly, man. It was all gas, no brakes. Especially those last two drives in the night. It was an up tempo, no huddle offense. Like these boys were
Yeah.
not huddling whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
No, I heard Evan Neal was tired as heck during these drives, but I digress. But it was up.
Evan Neal better start running then. Build up
Hey,
some endurance.
fix that conditioning, buddy. Because if you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna start and we're gonna do no huddle, you better get
Yeah.
used to it.
Because why not do it? Like if that's what Jackson Dart was comfortable with at Ole Miss, what's the harm of bringing a few of those plays he liked to run and have him run them so he gets comfortable?
Yeah, and that's shout out to play calling for
Yeah.
Mike Kafka. Hey, dude, Kafka, hey, back to calling plays again, and he's like, I bet he's doing great.
Mm-hmm.
These first couple games. But yeah, those last two drives of the night for Dart. One of them was a beautiful touchdown pass from Dart to Daltrich. It was a kind of a RPO type of
Yeah.
toss thing, right? It was a fake
Mm-hmm.
toss to Miller. Saw Daltrich going up the middle, fired it right to him. Beautiful throw for a touchdown. And then Dart also had a touchdown run that in a drive that started with him trying to get the ball to his teammate Antoine Wells as they play together back at Ole Miss. And it was good to see Wells. Not much Montreal Washington in this game, but
No.
more Wells and Dalen Cambray in this game, which was good to see.
I think it's just getting guys different looks.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad we got to see Cambray for sure. He had a big play we'll talk about later on. But with Dart, 80% of his passing yards came on receivers running after the catch. His
Good.
average depth to target was about 4 yards. So according to Pro Football Focus, who I don't really like for their rating.
I mean,
of
ESPN
players.
has average completion at 8.3 yards per completion.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see.
I like to see. So what I've read from Pro Football Focus, even though I don't like them as much, only 4 of Dart's passes traveled more than 5 yards in the year. But hey, I don't even care. He played freaking great, and that's what matters.
No turnovers.
Yeah,
no turnovers in his first 2
turnovers.
preseason games. So I think it's huge. He's playing mistake-free football.
And we're setting him up for success. It's like we're getting the ball out of his hands quickly, like he's used to, like he was used to back at Ole Miss. We're setting up passes to the first option, to his first option. Like, obviously, always trying to find your first option isn't great all the time, but
he's reading. He's going through progressions. He doesn't do that Daniel Jones thing. I mean, he does it every now and then, best young quarterback thing, where it just stares down his read. He's not doing that. He's kind of going through the progression, which I like to see. I want to see that for my quarterback.
And a great example of him making progressions is there was a play at one point where it was Gunnar O running a drag route, right? And he was wide open. Like Dart could have took it. But he waited. He waited a little longer because he saw Montreal going up the middle and trying to settle down. Now, if we had Jones at quarterback, he'd probably just check it down to Gunner or not let the play develop. But Dart waited a little bit longer, read through everything, found Washington, and said, "All right, I think I can get it to him," and just fired a bullet right into the middle of the field for a 19-yard gain.
Because he knows he can go back to Gunner. He's like, "Oh wait, hang on, Washington's covered. All right, I can check down now."
Exactly. Like he could have taken the easy yards, but he said, "No, I can get more by throwing to Washington," and that's just a guy that's making progressions. That's just one example of that shows me like, hey, you know what? He ain't bad, man. He's solid. So I love it. But yeah, shout out to Dart. Played great against the Jets. All of Wilson, Dart, Winston, and DeVito had a throw that made him stand out. Well, it was Jameis Winston hitting Dallin Campbell on the right sideline at one point. Tommy DeVito throwing a deep ball to Jordan Bly. That was great to see. And yeah, for our boys, 10 yards per attempt on average for the Giants quarterbacks, 400 plus yards combined of passing of offense. Of offense. Last week was 300 plus. And hey, fun fact, in 6 seasons with our former starting quarterback, we averaged just 7+ yards per attempt just once.
Yep, sounds right.
Yep, damn right. So it was great to see our boys sling the ball down the field. And Jackson are very efficient once again. Specifically, I think he was 14 of 16 on the night, I should say, for 137 yards and 1 touchdown through the air, and then 1 touchdown on the ground. So, good to see him play well. And we'll see him again on Thursday. Of course, capacity we don't know, but it'll be good to see him on the field once again.
Dart will play at least a quarter.
Okay, I like it. That's fine by me. Hey, put all 4 quarterbacks in for a quarter. Wilson for a quarter, Dart for a quarter, Winston for same. Whatever we've been doing, because Dart played into the 3rd quarter, but not as much. I think he had like 1 drive. Yeah, it was a 1 drive, and then Winston came in for the rest of the 3rd and most of the 4th, and DeVito came in for like that last drive.
Yeah,
but
I mean, but Dart ended with a touchdown, so it's like, all right, boom, done. He's got 2 touchdowns. Let him be positive.
Yeah, that confidence, man. He's looking good, man.
He's getting that swagger he had at Ole Miss.
I love it.
If he brings that to the Giants, we're good.
We're gonna be in good shape, man. I tell you. But yeah, great job by all of our quarterbacks. Obviously, we're only keeping 3. DeVito looks like the odd man out. It's okay.
I mean, I don't know. I heard Winston could get traded.
Don't want that.
I don't want that. But if I don't want it, but if the Giants are confident enough that Jackson Dart has been enough progress in training camp and preseason that, God forbid, if Wilson goes down week 1, he could start, I'm okay with trading Winston at that point.
I'm thinking more long-term, and I know you are too as well, because if we trade Winston, that kind of messes up our plans for next year if Dart starts, because who's going to be your backup?
But you can find a cheap veteran option next year.
I would rather have Winston as the backup. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh no, yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, kind of hope we keep him just for.
Yeah, but then you could get like, just trying to think of a guy off the top of my head, like a Jimmy Garoppolo-esque, like a Sam Darnold type veteran.
Yeah,
somewhere out there.
Because there are going to be some out there next year.
Yeah,
but hopefully we don't have to discuss that eventually. Hopefully we keep all the guys that we have and just let DeVito hit the practice squad or whatever the case may be.
Just cut him. Because what upside does DeVito give you? We've seen enough of Tommy DeVito to know what quarterback he is.
Yeah, Giants fans, they want to keep him around just for entertainment.
He's a fun player, but like at a certain point, you can't hold a roster spot because he's fun.
That's right. We discussed this before, man. He had a couple good games for us when he started, but not, there's more times than not.
I think he really had like one good game.
Packers, and then was it the Commanders one? I think the Commanders not too bad against the Commanders that one year.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah, but other than that, I can't think of any. The Patriots game was a mess. The
Patriots game was just, we got lucky the Patriots game.
Yeah.
Belichick decided to kick a field goal and they completely missed.
Yeah, that was a messy game. So,
DeVito trained. It was just a great game to be at.
No. But DeVito, hey, he'll probably find a roster spot somewhere. Some team will sign him, and
he'll get signed somewhere because he's
third string
a veteran, but he's not. His days are over. He'll be in the UFL very soon.
Hey, why not? And he'll probably do well there too. Better than the NFL for sure. But Then our quarterbacks, we got some other players to highlight. Tyron Tracy, good to see him on the field. Had a couple nice carries himself. Dante Miller, Turbo Miller to be
This is my
exact.
guy. This is my
Yay.
guy.
Yeah.
Right now.
All right.
I want him
That's your.
as this receiving back. I do not care.
Hey, 4 catches for 43 yards.
Along with 16. Along with 16. That shows me he's got some big playability even in the screen pass game.
Yeah, it's literally just they're checking it down to him, and all he's doing is using his speed. Yeah, I'll take it. I ain't complaining. Like, I don't care if it's a little check down screen. Just give him the ball in his hands, and he'll just take off. And because we do kind of like that, we lack that on the roster, especially the running back room. Look, I love Tracy. He's great. Singletary, you know my thoughts on him. And
I'd trade Singletary right now if I could.
Yeah, me too. And there's no hate towards him.
No.
We just I don't.
I'd much rather roll with the three wide receivers and make the 3 running backs that combined make a fraction of what Devin Singletary is making right now.
Yeah, and they're young guys. They have potential. Yeah, they're cheap. They have potential. We know what Singletary brings, which is just veteran leadership. But Miller, man, he just continues to show out, and 11 first downs by him in 2 games. Only one other player in the league has 9 in the league right now. So, yeah, honestly, a Singletary
he's got to make this roster.
He has to.
There's no way around it. He has to be on the 53.
4 running backs, might as well.
I'm okay with running. I'm fine with 4 running backs. I'm not fine with 3 quarterbacks. 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah, especially with Scadaboo still injured. There's a chance he might not be ready by week 1, which is kind of scary. But hey, it's okay. Play it safe with the young man.
Well, we're also pretty far out from week 1. Like week 1 is still like a good 3 weeks away. A lot can change in 3 weeks.
Do you want to see? Oh, I was gonna say, do you want to see him on Thursday? But it's like, nah, just rest him.
Absolutely not.
Because those hamstring injuries are just not one to mess around with.
No, exactly. They're weird injuries. Just let them be.
Let them rest. Yeah. The receiving core, Lil Jordan Humphrey played okay on Saturday. Bu Collins, of course, showed out as well. I do want to ask you about Wandale. I know, I know it's a bit early, and it's like it's preseason, blah blah blah. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of scared that he may not be a fit for this offense. I mean, we're a team that tries to push the ball down the field, right? And Wandale kind of sucks that he's limited to just being a slot guy. And sure, you can play him on the outside, but his size, like, you really
he's gonna get it's such a mismatch to put him on the outside. It makes no sense to do it.
Yeah, it's like, are you really gonna throw a fade to Wandale? I mean, like, you're probably not. So it's like, do you think maybe he's a guy that could be a sneaky trade candidate? Because hey, if Bu Collins continues to make his case, and Lil Jordan Humphrey continues to play well in the preseason, and we'll see what happens on Thursday. Jalen Hyatt was out there, and he made a good catch. I know it's just 1 catch, but it was good to see him out there on the field. So I mean, without Wandale, you could have a receiving core of Neighbors, Slayton, Hyatt, Humphrey, Collins, and Washington. I'm not saying Wandale hasn't played well, and look, I'm so grateful for him, especially last year.
Right.
He was just dealing with terrible quarterback play, but he was racking up catches like it was nothing, just the receiving yards didn't come with it. But maybe it's, especially with this offense that we're trying to build with this offense, maybe he's someone that might be on his way out.
I could see I put it at like a 35% chance. I think a team would have to really blow Joe Schoen away. Because don't forget, Wandale Robinson is the 3rd guy that Joe Schoen picked as Giants GM. So this is a guy that at times seen as a reach. So he's very high on him. He's in the past shown flashes. I don't think we're ready to give up on him just yet, especially when we finally going to have good quarterback play for him.
True. Yeah, I do want to see how he fits into the offense, when they have the whole starting lineup in there.
We're actually running our offense and not like I don't want to say a watered down version, but this offense is going to look different week 1 in Washington than whatever we're going to run, where we ran on Saturday and what we're going to run on Thursday.
Yeah. And I just wanted to bring it up because I'm just like, I'm looking at it and
it's an interesting idea, and I definitely think it's not as unlikely as some people want to say it is. But I really think it's going to have to take like a day to pick.
It will be it should be considered, but it will take, because he was a 2nd round pick, when we drafted him. So
it's not a guy that I'm just hanging the phone up immediately. Like if a team calls about Neighbors, I'm just hanging the phone up. Wandale, I'm going to listen to and think about, but most likely say no.
I would take a round 3, maybe a round 5 for Wandale.
I think it would have to be 2 picks coming back to us.
Because he does have limitations. Like, he's literally a slot guy, and it's like,
Yeah.
how much do I want to give up for a guy that just plays?
But at
in
the same
slot?
time, who are you going to put at slot that you feel is better than Wandale in this team?
Malik.
I would have Malik was on the outside, though.
True, but I forgot what stat it was. Malik was really good in the slot. But just give me Slade and Hine on the outside.
That's just Malik Neighbors. He is. Oh, let's go! Breaking news: Notre Dame has named CJ Carr as their starting quarterback.
Congratulations, my friend. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. That's the guy. So I was fine with either Kenny Minchey or CJ Carr. I definitely lean Carr because I think Carr is the better quarterback for a passing game. But at the same time, Minchey is like athletically the better quarterback. If you don't like, you could do more of like design QB runs and stuff with him. But Carr's a better option day in, day out. He will do so much for this passing game that we didn't see last year from Riley Leonard.
You talked about Carr before in one of our previous episodes. So if y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. We also
it's a clip. There's a clip on our TikTok. Go check it out.
On TikTok. Go check that out as well. So good to see. Good to hear. I love. I've been loving the starting quarterbacks for college teams getting named recently. Carr being the most recent one, of course. Julian Saint for Ohio State. Hey, shout out to him, California native. Good for him. What was the other one that got named? The Aguilar guy for the UCLA. He was named the quarterback. I mean, he should be, because literally Tennessee and UCLA did a trade for, quote unquote, trade for quarterbacks with Amaliva.
I think Tennessee might have lost.
Aguilar was Tennessee. What's his name? Amaliva was UCLA.
Nico.
It's
just easier to say Nico.
Really, Nico. Don't even try to say his last name at this point.
Because everyone, if you're talking about a college quarterback, you say Nico, everybody knows who you're talking about.
But the Texas Ohio State game, man, that's gonna be. I don't like how it's at noon. Oh, noon Eastern, so 9 a.m. my time. Don't like that whatsoever. I am sleeping during that time, so
it's just big noon kickoff.
Yeah, I don't like it. But anyway, I digress. What else should we make about the offense before we get to defense? Greg Dulcich has to make the roster, honestly. He showed why he was a 3rd round pick. Honestly, out of the room, because we'll probably keep you 4 tight ends, maybe.
I think you do. Yeah.
So far on offense, 3.
You gotta get one blocking tight end in there, which could
Manhurts.
Yeah, Manhurts is your blocker and tight end.
So
that's the only thing Manhurts brings to the table, and that's the only reason why.
Literally why he's on the roster. Other than that, he would have been out. So who would you keep? So would Fedone to the practice squad?
Yeah.
Okay, so
unless you do something crazy like you trade Bellinger.
I
don't love it, but I could see it.
Yeah, it's just.
Bellinger's a lot easier to move because he's a later round pick. He kind of's been a disappointment in his career.
He's interesting though.
You took Theo Johnson, so you clearly don't have a high opinion of him already. He's a guy I could see getting cut or moved.
And he's an interesting case. He showed some flashes his rookie year.
It seems like since he's gotten poked in the eye, his career has made a U-turn.
I remember that.
Because he was doing well, and then he got poked in the eye, and he's just never been able to be the same player, whatever reason it is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
It feels like that was a turning point in his career, and it should have gone this way and went that way.
Yeah, we haven't heard much about him in preseason, so I don't know. We'll have to see, but he'll probably sneak it on the roster. Hey, I'm just saying, if I have to do my depth chart right now, I know it's a bit of an overreaction, but I'm going Theo, Dulcich, Manhurts, Bellinger. No, Bellinger, Manhurts. Sorry, Manhurts is literally strict.
Manhurts is a tight end of 4, no matter what.
/ fullback type of.
Exactly.
No, Elijah Chapman's fullback. I apologize. Hey, look at the big man. He had a couple. I heard a couple snaps where I was like, number 95 is reporting as eligible. I'm like, oh my God, what are we doing?
Going back to the 85 Bears and William the Fridge Perry used to run touchdowns in.
Hey, I don't know why we're doing this, but I love it.
Because it's the Fridge. It's the same reason why I run tight end. You run fullbacks. No one expects it. You hand it off. He's a bowling ball and just go right in.
Go right in for a good 3-4 yards if all goes well. So
That's
let's
what I'm like.
take
I'm
it.
like, man, like, did the Texans ever consider just giving the ball to Vince Wilfork on the goal line? No one's
Yeah,
stopping that thing.
that's a big old dude. Like, yeah, no one's gonna tackle him. Man. You can't bring him down. Oh, you're gonna have to go for the ankles or feet.
Neighbors is participating in practice today, according to Brian Daboll.
Ah, yay! But
You have
please,
to keep him fresh. He has to
true,
participate in
true.
practice.
I'm just little scared, just a little
No,
bit.
I get it, but like, I don't want him going 3 weeks without practicing.
True.
That's like
Like,
he's gonna suck in week 1 if that's the case.
true. I was gonna have him just practice next week. I ain't gonna lie. Just play him next week.
I'm fine not. I don't want
Or
to see him in
practice
the
next week.
preseason
Sorry.
game. I can tell you that, but I'm fine with him
True.
just running routes out there.
True. Fair.
Want to put a red jersey on him? He's got to practice.
True. Yeah, gotta get the reps in. But let's see what else. Good. Thank you for letting me know about that one. What else? Offensive line before we get to defense. Marcus Bow. Hey, it could be left, right. It doesn't even freaking matter because he's been fantastic.
Another guy that's moving up his timeline.
Hey, yeah, future starter, no doubt about it. Hey, 2 pressures
I think
allowed.
we all had him as a future starter to begin with. We just had it like 2 years from now.
Yeah, we just didn't know when because Illuminor is a starting right tackle, but like he's making it hard for it to keep him off the starting lineup. So we talk about Dart and him doing, Dart doing well. Bo's making a case to possibly start week 1 if he continues his play. 2 pressures over 33 pass protection snaps at left tackle. Not bad for a guy who doesn't play left tackle. So
no.
Evan Niels continues to look good at guard. Even though there's times where he does struggle, he has shown flashes. Josh Zudu,
he's moving positions. It's a learning curve.
It's gonna take time.
It's gonna take time. Yeah.
But he's not doing that bad. So props to him. Josh Zudu playing guard is good to see. I mean, that is a natural position. So I'm obviously more comfortable with him at guard. Takes away the roster spot from Jake Kubas, who I don't want to even see at all, or Aaron Stinney as well. So, honestly, I'm just kind of throwing it out there. The best line you could, if Bo was in the starting lineup for week 1,
I'm okay with Bo in the lineup at this point.
Oh yeah, Thomas, Runyon, JMS, Bo Illuminor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or you move Illuminor on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see. He's just impressing me. So I love what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
Defense. Okay. Hey, we shut down the passing game.
That passing game
nowhere.
Nowhere. Cordell Flott is the quarterback too. I'm sorry.
He's been great. Hey, that pass breakup right there. Hey, all it takes is a few great plays, and you're gonna either win or lose.
You know what? Flott made a few great plays. Do you know what Banks didn't do against the Bills? Make a play.
Like,
it was the same issues we kept seeing from Banks over and over again against Buffalo. Flott, we at least saw flashes of, okay, here it is.
Yeah, he's making plays. And for me, I'm still like, I think we're both still on the. He's just a good guy to have out there because we don't have any other choice. But hey, maybe he's solid. Like he'll hopefully he has improved compared to his previous years. And
no one's gonna be wearing his jersey, but he's gonna
be a
guy you really like. Oh, thank God we have Flott covering him because he's you know what, he's gonna get the job done.
As long as he's doing his job, I will have no complaints. That's all I ask for the young man. And he made plays. I mean, breaking that pass up against Garrett Wilson, that was good. Paulson Adebo shutting down a pass away from Garrett Wilson. That was great to see. Daboll high-fiving him after, like literally grabbing him and then, hey, give me a high five. So Adebo, no worries about him. He's another guy. Hey, just do your job, buddy. I love you. You're a Stanford guy. Cool beans. Just do your job.
Even the secondary depth looked good. Like Dan Belton had led defense with 7 tackles. Oh my God, who was the other guy? Page had a couple tackles in there.
Had an interception.
Yeah. Like you feel good about like the guys behind Newman and Holland to kind of step up if need be.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Page is a guy who he's still on the bubble, but he's like I said, all it takes is making plays, man. If he and that interception, improved his case for sure to make the 53. No doubt about it. But hey, that run defense, it's still a concern, my friend, and it's not fun.
But it looked better. The outs up the middle was where all the success was for the Jets. Was running that ball up the gut. Do you know who's going to be there week 1 up the gut?
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah,
but I think the scary thing is for me, it's still even when Dexter was in there, the run defense still wasn't great, and that's like the only worry for
Right.
me.
But
It's
like
like
I saw Thibs and Birds getting involved on Saturday. Carter's going to be a big piece of
I
that too.
know, yeah,
I don't think the Giants run defense is going to be top 10 in the league. Don't get me wrong.
no doubt,
I
yeah,
just think that we could be like a 20 to 15 in that range. It just kind of be an average run defense. If we could
okay.
do that, I'm okay.
We'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah, that because the concern for me came a lot, especially from that 12 play drive where they ran the ball 11 times. And the
Yeah.
one play they did run the ball was that breakup to that by Cordell Flott when Philly tried to throw it to
Mm-hmm.
Wilson on that slant. Um so that's like my only worry, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
But like
these
at
past couple of
this
games, yeah.
at this it's definitely a worry, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, like they held Brees Hall to only 26 yards and 7 carries. Like
So
holding Brees Hall to that is pretty impressive.
yeah, in limited playing time, he did play not too much, but still, it's still
But
impressive
still, 7
nonetheless.
touches, like that's a decent sample size for a guy like
Yeah,
Brees Hall.
no doubt. Yeah. Plus, there's a plan in place anyway for the Jets to play every single one of their backs, including Barry Allen, of course, who had his way against the Giants a little bit, low key. He was
Mm-hmm.
breaking tackles and whatnot against us. But yeah, overall, hopefully when Dexter comes back, and who knows who's going to start next to him at D tackle.
I hope
Probably
it's
going to be.
Alexander, but I don't know.
I think it's gonna be. We can hope it is, but it's more than likely gonna be Robertson Harris. I mean, he's been
Yeah.
playing well this preseason, no doubt about it. Nunez Rocha, I think you talked about this before yourself, because I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take the credit from you, but
Mm-hmm.
you told me he's gonna be a cut candidate. He's making his case more and more each
Yeah.
day that he's going to. It's just not. He's not playing well at all. He's a great personality, but
Yeah.
like you said before, personality can only take you so far. So
Yep.
but yeah, overall defense was good outside the run defense stuff. 12 points allowed, 8 of 17 on third down. Abdul Carter was limited in the first place against the Jets, but when he did play, he had a couple of good tackles and pressures. Got knocked on his ass. So that was welcome to the NFL moment for him.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the NFL, kid.
Yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau looked good against Membu for pressure. Bubble guys like TJ Moore, who had 3 tackles in one game. And then in the first game, my apologies, had 5 tackles against the Jets and a pass deflection. And he's mostly a special teams corner or special teams guy, but he has shown this preseason that he can play a little bit of corner if the Jets need him at one point. And then KJ Cloyd, who had a great tackle in the fourth quarter, tackle for loss, I should say, let the team in tackles amongst all linebackers. And 4 of them total, 3 solo, had the TFL on Donovan Edwards that led to the punt, like I just mentioned. He's going to be a special teams guy too, but if called upon, he can maybe get a few snaps in there if need be. And then real quick, special teams, no complaints. Good note in play. The Ireland Jude had a 35-yard field goal that was made. And then Jamie Gillen, shout out to him, doing his job. Eunice, everyone else did their job, special teams, and then coaching.
Macamenti.
There you
I believe that's how you say it.
I'll take it. Thanks, man. And then great play calling by Kafka and Shane Bohm. Hey, Mike Kafka. Hey, man, I'm just saying, your success has been on the sidelines.
The Kafka?
Stay there, man. No need to be up there in the booth, man. I don't even see you up there. Let me see you on the sidelines. But the last time the Giants scored 65 plus points through their first 2 preseason games was in 1989. Long time. But hey man, this offense just continues to make me happy. I was enjoying myself. I had Baskin Robbins that day. I was chilling watching that game. I was having my little cotton candy ice cream with the gummy bears and
1989 season?
Yes, sir.
It's the year before.
I was thinking the same time. Did they win the Super Bowl? Was it the Super Bowl that they won in 1989?
No. That was I mean, they did go 12-4 that season. They lost to the Rams 12-5 in overtime in the playoffs.
Sign of things to come.
What?
Regular season, of course.
Wait a minute. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, not 12-5. They lost.
Oh, so we scored 5 points. That's
No,
pathetic.
they lost 19-13. That makes way more sense.
Yeah, I was like 12-5.
The Rams were 12-5.
I'm
like,
you,
wait
my
a minute.
friend.
How did they go to
Thank you.
overtime? 12, and the final score was 12-5.
Yeah, not the. It's like, cause it's like, damn, they made him kick a field goal, extra point after the touchdown in overtime. I was like, that makes no sense.
Nope.
But no, it's
19-13 your final score.
we'll take it. Hey,
January 7th, 1990.
Sign of things to come, Giants. I'm just saying, man, this offense looks good, and the defense, because it does its job, and the Giants are just making deep plays down the field. We'll take it. So, wow, long Giants segment, but hey, like it's going to be for a lot of this season. It's going to be a lot of Giants talk because we love our boys, and that's what our show is mostly about, which is our G-Men. So, real quick, other takeaways from the preseason, good sir, if you have any by chance.
The Saints look really, really dumb drafting Tyler Shuck.
That was literally the first thing I wrote on my notes too. That's ugly. Oh, that is. It's a disgusting quarterback battle they have over there. It really is. I mean, Spencer Rattler outplayed Tyler Shuck, but like, how? I don't know if that's good to brag about because it's like, oh, yay.
You really want neither one of these guys starting for you. This is very clearly, I think the Saints are learning that they really shouldn't have taken Tyler Shuck, and that this is now just tank for Nussmeier or Drew Aller.
Yeah. But they'll be battling for the with the Colts for Drew Aller, because guess who else got named the starting quarterback today?
Oh boy, yeah, I know. Yes.
Hey!
So Anthony Richardson is the next Jamarcus Russell, right? We can all agree on that.
It seems like it, because I guess the Colts said Daniel Jones is the answer, and it makes me a happy camper to say that. As well. Oh, you didn't mention Andrew Thomas. He was activated from the PUP list.
Oh, perfect.
So he is. The next tweet I saw was CJ Carr.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks great. Oh, and Cam Scotty returning to practice. Returning to practice. Oh, that's great to see. Okay,
a lot of guys returning to practice. See,
I
told you. We're a long way out for the regular season. Guys, get healthy, bro.
We are getting healthy. Andrew Thomas passed his physical today. Yeah, activated off the PUP list, and he will now return to practice. So great to see. Great to see. Chris Manhurt's also back at practice as well. Great news for our boys. Heck yeah. And then the Colts giving up on AR though. Look, I wanted Jones as a starter.
What has AR done?
In his career? Absolutely nothing.
Right.
So it's time to go. He needs to go.
He's good. The problem with AR is everyone's so obsessed with him because he looks like a good quarterback. You have to look at his film and his stats. What he did at Florida wasn't good.
He has the size. He has the talent. Just hasn't been shown in the games.
But like, even if you
can't
look
complete
at
a pass to save,
even you look at his high school numbers, they don't jump off the page at you.
Jared of the corner booth made a great point. He's a guy that should have transferred, but instead of heading to the draft,
he
should have transferred. He should have transferred. Like, if he declared for the draft, if he was in this year's draft class, he probably would have looked way better. Way better.
In Richardson's 4 years in high school, he completed 278 passes on 523 attempts for 4,633 yards. This is all in 32 games, by the way. Average completion of 16.7, 37 touchdowns, and 19 interceptions. A quarterback rate of 91.7.
You said 278 out of 538?
278 out of 523. Yep.
That's a 53% completion.
Yep.
That's not great.
Told you. I'm telling you, he's the only guy that has failed upwards. Why is his profile picture a picture of Arch Manning?
We don't know. He's definitely not Arch.
What the hell, Max Preps?
Hey, younger than Shadur, Will Howard, Gabriel, Shook, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, and Michael.
Yeah, but all those players have shown they can play football at some level.
You're damn right. He should not have been drafted at 4th overall. So that coach GM, don't know what his name is. Don't even want to bother.
Richardson, looking back on, it's the type of quarterback you take in the third or fourth round. A project guy that has the skills to be a good quarterback, just is very raw and doesn't show it. It's not a guy you sink the fourth overall pick into.
The criticism for being chosen fourth overall should be loud for fans towards the Colts and their front office.
It set the franchise back. You've set the franchise back 5 years with this pick.
Mm-hmm. And they're trying to save themselves with Daniel Jones.
That's not going to work.
Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to give an optimism, my friend.
No. We need to teach Colts fans now because I'm reading their comments. It's the same stuff we used to say.
Must be nice for us to not deal with that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice.
But yeah, Riley Leonard is starting a game this season, isn't he?
100% he's starting a game. Yeah. He's gonna start like week 14 for them.
Oh man. God, they're so screwed. Drew Aller, welcome to the Colts. Or Lenore Sellers.
Or Gary Nussmeier.
Maybe they'll mess things up and get some random quarterback we never heard of.
Again. Yeah, think about it. Joe Burrow wasn't talked about at this point in his draft class.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Joe Burrow, God, Cincinnati, please, I beg, don't even play him, dog. He got sacked a couple times yesterday. He was over scrambling for his life. Yep. Please don't play him. Please save him. Play the other guy. I don't know who the backup is. I don't watch the game last night. I'm sorry, I just didn't. Shout out to the Commanders too. Oh, Jaden Daniels. Hey, shout out to him for the touchdown run, but please do not do that again. You're scaring Commanders fans, my friend.
Yeah, really.
But Caleb Williams looked good. For the Bears, as they shut out the Bills, actually 38-0. Had a couple of drives where Williams was out there, finished 6 for 10 with 107 yards and a touchdown. Had that great first drive, leading the team down the field. And it's like a 95-yard drive, I believe it was.
Yeah, no, he looks good in Ben Johnson's offense.
Man. So they signed things to come. The Rams, Stetson Bennett looked good, 28-40 for 324 yards. Hey, if Stafford goes down, maybe Bennett's the guy.
They're going to cut Garoppolo because Devontae Adams hates him.
Well, apparently they're okay now.
You could say that all you want.
Okay, fair enough. Trayvon Henderson had a touchdown again. Shout out to him. He's going to be great for the Patriots. The Seahawks ran for 268. Hey, I thought our rushing defense was bad. Then I looked around the NFL. I was like, damn, Seattle had 268 rushing yards. It's like, come on, Chiefs defense. Damn, step it up. Ashton Gianti looked like himself, had a truck against what's his name? Something Lenore, the cornerback from the Niners. And then the Eagles continue to get richer, honestly. Whether that means getting John Mechie, the receiver, or their rookies, Jahai Campbell and Andrew McCaba looking great, respectively. It's just...
I think Mitchie's going to be what they hoped Jahan Dotson would have been.
Yeah, because Dotson ain't looking that great. And Terrence Marshall's slowly falling off after a good start to camp. So it's good to have him back. Good to get Mechie in there.
Mm-hmm.
But anything else that I missed, my friend? Anything you want to discuss around the league?
No, you got it all. Herbert looks like he's going to have a big year. It looks like his receiving core is not bad. Trey Harris had six receptions for 85 yards.
Oh, good to see him doing good again.
That's an average of 14.2 yards completion. So he could be that deep threat they're looking for.
Yeah.
You have McConkey, you have Allen, and you put Harris in like a slot as like a deep guy.
Mm-hmm.
You got something there.
So in Johnston, whatever you get from Keandre Lambert-Smith, like it's going to be
exactly for the Chargers being a run-first team. They have a very interesting passing units.
They're going to be able to do both, and hopefully at a high level. So we'll see. But you know what? I've said a lot. My mouth low-key getting dry, but it's probably the right time for it to do so because your boys, there's some things to talk about now. Good things, my friend.
Yeah,
so,
we won a series. We probably should have won Friday night, but we blew that game. So but hey, we won a series. Looking in the right direction. I think there's a turning point in that Little League game because the fourth inning had been such a bugaboo for the Mets the past week. We blew it against Atlanta, against Cleveland, all in the fourth inning, just meltdown after meltdown. And Clay Holmes was a big part of it too. He's the guy that caused some of the meltdown. So the fact that it was bases loaded and they got out of that jam, but only giving up one run, I think was a confidence boost to this team. Like something finally broke their way. And then from there, you saw the offense explode. Win 7-3 in the Little League Classic. Look great. Offense finally clicking all at the same time. Lindor's white hot right now. Like, oh my God, I think he's got like a 493 batting average in the past like 5 games or something insane like that. Soto's hitting, Alonso's hitting. So if those 3 bats can start, getting hit, this offense is going to be dangerous. It does stink that we did lose Francisco Alvarez as he was put on the IL this morning with a right thumb injury. It stinks because I tweeted a video. I forgot what game it was against Atlanta, or maybe it was against Cleveland, where Alvarez hit a big home run and he was hyping up the guys. And I'm like, that's the energy we need. Like, this Mets team was missing that edge, and Alvarez seemed to have it. So the fact that he's gone sucks, but hey, maybe like we won a series. We have the Nationals coming up, which are kind of falling apart, and then we're going to Atlanta. Maybe it takes 2 or 3 for the Nationals, and then you just hope against the Braves. But there's some things to work on here. There's some things to build off of. We got some positivity. Things are finally going in the right direction. Let's see what this Mets team, if they can build off it going into DC. And shout out Nolan McLean for an awesome Major League debut on Saturday. 5 in the 3rd innings. I think he only gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts, pitched out that jam in the 3rd inning with that great double play with a backhand through it. If McLean's a guy to get the Mets innings, I'm all for it. All right. Yeah. I think we can see Brandon Sproat at some point too coming up, but shout out McLean. That he could be a savior for this Mets team right now, as they were in desperate need of pitching.
So his name is McLean, right?
McLean, yeah.
Correctly. Why is he also a DH?
So he was a 2-way player in college.
Oh,
he's not been a 2-way player at all this year, so he's not doing it. He's strictly a pitcher now. But he was a 2-way player at one point.
Will he be a 2-way player?
No.
Okay.
He's solely pitcher now.
That's weird because like on ESPN Fantasy they have him as a DH, and I was just like, why are they?
Yeah, he is. He was a DH at college.
Okay, hey man.
So he was drafted as a 2-way player, but when the Mets got him, they're like, we're gonna fully focus on him as a pitcher.
Well, he looked great, man. Like you mentioned, 8 strikeouts. He had 4 walks, but it's all good.
But that's to be expected. That curveball is nasty. If you haven't seen the video on Pitch Ninja yet, go look at it because it's got a lot of speed on it, and it looks like he's throwing a wiffle ball.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look for sure. 0 earned runs on Saturday, so that 1 run was not charged to him.
Yeah.
So good. Shout out to him. And then for Lindor, last week named player of the week. Yeah, 14 hits in 6 games last week.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him. 14 and 25.
He's looking like the old Lindor again before he broke his toe.
That's great to see. And honestly, to see him back in the leadoff spot, I know that was something that you talked about before. How you want him being in the leadoff spot is a good thing. So yeah, man, your Mets. I'm glad that we got to,
we got some positivity for once. Like it's not all doom and gloom. Because the worst part about the Mets is this past week. Like I know they're 3-7, but if you sit down and watch, they should have won like 3 of the games they lost. They just blew it. They should have won Friday. They should have won game 2 against the Braves. Probably should have won game 1 against the Braves. Should have been Cleveland in game 1 against Cleveland. Like. That's 4 right there in the past 2 weeks. We should have won.
Yeah, it was tough to talk Mets these past couple of weeks. I was just like, yeah, they're not doing that great, so it's gonna be hard to talk about them. And but I'm really glad that we had we got some positivity now. Hopefully, this is a sign of things to come.
Yeah,
all it takes maybe it's just that one little moment, and maybe this moment, last year the moment was the purple guy from McDonald's, Grimace. Maybe
the moment is when Jorge Lopez threw his glove in the stands. That's when things turned around.
Okay. So this should make.
I'm thinking we're going to look back at the Little League Classic in that 4th inning when they finally got out of it without giving up the lead. And that kind of turned things around. Because finally, we did it. The monkey's off our back. Now we can breathe.
Yes, sir. So hopefully, like I said, sign things to come. Hopefully the Mets get back to their winning ways, and hey, who knows? That division, the NL East got a lot more interesting. Obviously, John Duran got getting injured, but
Wheeler's the big one.
Yeah, dude, that blood clot in the shoulder.
I was sad when I read that because I love Zach Wheeler. I know he's a Philly, but I do love Zach Wheeler.
He was good with the Mets, right?
He was
okay.
He was okay. He wasn't this, but he showed flashes of it.
Yeah, so. As a half Phillies fan, a little tough to see, especially with Nola. Oh my god, I don't know what it is with Aaron Nola, dude. I know it's just one start going back, But like even when he was playing in the beginning of the year, he did not look good at all. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. But hey, our offense looks good. It's just we are the definition of boom or bust for a baseball team because hey, we can score a lot of runs and put up more than 20 hits in a game, but we could also have 3 hits and no runs in a game like that. This Phillies offense is literally boom or bust because we have a lot of talented hitters who can do a lot of damage. It's just a matter of doing it at when the time is needed because if it's in the postseason, you cannot be on a cold streak whatsoever. But hey, with Wheeler out, it's going to be interesting to see how this rotation looks. Because right now it's like what Suarez, Sanchez, Nola, Taiwan Walker. I miss what's the other one? We had a 6-man rotation. It was Suarez, Sanchez, Nola, Taiwan. What's the other one?
Suarez, Luzardo.
Thank you. Oh, we had a lot of left-handers. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And
you had a scare with Duran on Friday when he slipped off the mound.
He got hit by the. I think I heard he was hit by a comebacker.
He got hit by a comebacker, yeah, and he kind of like limped off.
That was scary, but I was like, no, we just got him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
but thankfully
he seems
okay.
fine. So,
yeah,
but still scary when you're big, deadline acquisition to an area of your team that like
needs
it, not good.
Because Jose Alvarado's not going to be there in the postseason. Like he's coming back for the September part of the regular season.
Pennant chase.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
so he's not playing that in the postseason. Do not do whatever he was doing. I forgot what drug he was.
Since the 4th of July, the Colorado Rockies have more wins than the LA Dodgers.
Since when?
I don't know how true this is. This is just a guy on Twitter, but he's saying the Rockies have a 16-22 record since the 4th of July, and the Dodgers have a 15-22 record since the 4th of July.
Actually, that
I think it checks out.
Yeah. The Rockies have more wins than the Dodgers since July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Milwaukee is 31-6.
Yeah, Milwaukee's really good.
Holy sheesh. Whoo. Phillies are 21-17. The A's are 20-7. Oh, well, I guess we're not doing that bad. A's still suck. Anyways. All right. Well, that'll do it for our segments for today. We're going to get on to Pickle now before we wrap things up. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, my friend, you're up first as always. Who would you like to guess for Pickle today?
Give me Nolan McLean.
Nolan McLean. Where is it? There he is. 24-year-old starting pitcher from the NL East. Well, he's a righty. He's an American.
American righty.
But he's in the AL. So, wait, wouldn't it be highlighted if it was...
So is it AL Central or AL West?
But wouldn't it be... Never mind. I guess.
No, it'd be AL East or NL.
Gotcha. Who's a righty American? And I'm proud to be in a... Who came out to that song on UFC? I forgot what it was in UFC. Some guy came out to that song at UFC fight, got his A whooped. It was terrible. Well, you watched that fight, didn't you? Did you watch it?
No, I don't really watch UFC fights.
Oh, Sean O'Malley. That's what it was. He got embarrassed. That was terrible. Okay. It's not a starting pitcher, but he's a righty, huh? Who's in the West? I'm gonna go Rooker because he's a righty, right? I don't think he's a lefty. Yeah.
AL West.
You serious?
Well, okay, we know the West now.
Well, we got the division.
Is Seager righty?
Seager is a lefty.
Yeah,
batter
lefty. Yeah.
Righty thrower.
Try Wyatt Langford.
Wyatt Langford. That's a name. The age. I figured.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get the team.
Yeah, I feel you. Let's go. No, Adele's a lefty, right? Joe Adele.
You're righty. Give it a shot.
Dang it. Okay, so it's an older guy. Okay,
Older
we
guy.
took
So he's not an A, not a Ranger, and not an athletic. So that makes him.
a Mariner.
Yep.
Or what's the other one? Who's in the West?
Houston.
Houston. Who's in Houston?
Mariner. Josh Naylor.
That seems like he's a righty, right?
I think so. Lefty.
Dang it, he's a lefty. His brother is a
Righty thrower.
he's in Canada too. Dang. How do I erase this? There we go.
Rosarena?
Is he American? No, he's not
No,
American.
he's not American.
For sure not American.
Forgot that part.
No, you're good.
I'm thinking of righties. How about the big dumper?
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
Switch.
I don't
Do
think
it for the team.
true. Oh, dang
Oh,
it.
he's
Okay.
Houston.
Pena? No, I don't think
Pena's not
Pena's
American.
He's not. Yeah, he's Dominican for sure.
Dominican, yeah.
Uh,
Alfred, Dominican.
Walker?
Or not a... Try it. There you go.
Yes. Let's go. I was thinking, like, he's a veteran guy. Came from the Diamondbacks, went from the Diamondbacks to the Astros, so we'll take it. So, all right, great stuff. That is season 2, episode 28 of the 3rd and 10 podcast. Before we go, what do you want to see on Thursday for our G-Men, my friend?
I just want to see another solid game. I want to see mistake-free football from Jackson Dart. I want to see Russell Wilson maybe connect with a guy like Slayton or Hyatt or Wandale for a big gain. I want to see Duke Carter get a sack, and I want to see some more Cordell Flott. I want to see.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Yeah. With Banks, we're not sure about his status because we didn't hear much about his status earlier when we were reporting on Scattaboo and then Neighbors and Thomas. So we'll see if Banks is out on Thursday. Hey, Flott has another chance to step in there and grab that CB2 spot and hang on to it for the rest of the season. So for me, just the usual, stay healthy. Let's see what that the receiving battle for that last spot and between Cambray and Collins and Humphrey. Let's see how that goes. And Washington, of course, for sure. We'll see more of that. Or I hope to see more of that for sure. Yeah, all 4 quarterbacks play, but please stay healthy for the love of God. Don't want to see any of them go down whatsoever. And yeah, just hopefully get another win for our boys, man. If we can end the preseason 3-0, we first had not seen that in quite some time. And 2, big confidence booster heading into week 1 against the Commanders. So we'll see what happens. Early or a fast turnaround for our boys after we played on Saturday. So we only have 4 days of prep for the Patriots. So we'll see what happens. But we will see you guys next Monday. There will be me and Brian will be together again on Monday. On Thursday, an episode on the NFC South will be released, joined by a couple of special guests that you will see on Thursday. But you can follow us on social media. You can follow me at Nathan_124. You can follow Brian at BrianP1016. You can follow our podcast page at Third and 10 Pod on Instagram and the Twitter. And you can follow our TikTok at Third and 10 Podcast as well. Shout out to our sponsor, SeatGeek. Use the code Belly Sports for $20 off your first purchase. And you can find me, Brian, and all of our other amazing writers and podcasters at bellyupsports.com. We will both see you next Tuesday, and we will break down the Giants-Patriots game as well as the rest of the action from preseason week number 3. And then, folks, the regular season will then be 1 week away when we see you next time. But in the meantime, we hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the first week of college football with Iowa State and Kansas State kicking off on Saturday. For Brian, I'm Nate. Thank you guys so much as always. And we see you guys in the next one. Bye.